Welcome back to another episode of Screenshots here. We're back with fucking Mark. I don't know how to say his last name. We got Kayla, we got Christian Potok, and we got your host, me.
To the break it down, yo!
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
You can't handle the truth!
Dude, I'm surrounded by assholes.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Another!
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
How do you like them, man?
Where's your brain? I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
I hope you like prison food and penis.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Screenshots, episode 9. My name is Mark Tribino, your host, co-host Johnny Cruz. We have Christian Potok, special guest Kayla Lil. This episode, we are reviewing Loki, the last episode, and the entire series. And if it's your first time seeing this show, let me tell you how it works. What we do is we write down 5 words each pertaining to the show or movie we are reviewing. Today, it's obviously Loki. And if one of us says those words, you hear this ding, and that means the offender, the person who said the word, has to take a shot. Guys, what is your first take on the entire series of Loki, spoiler-free? No spoilers for like 10 minutes. Fuck, that's a great one. Don't forget to bring the mic in so we can hear those fucks. What? Go ahead.
When we watched the first episode, the further we got into the episodes, I realized how little of an idea I had of how the show would end during the first episode.
Looking back at it, I agree.
The further it went along, the further it went away from the complete opposite it was of my expectations of it.
Totally. I was like, oh my gosh, we were doing the episode for this, and it totally was different than some of the predictions were right, but a lot of it was totally off.
Yeah, we thought we were so clever. Like, what if it's older Loki they're chasing?
Well,
it's like, some lady.
I don't want to spoil anything because obviously we just started, but there is one thing that I do think is going to happen, and it's almost confirmed from the last episode. But overall, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I mean, like, this was
a great series.
It was Marvel Doctor Who. It was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Except Doctor Who, but it's good.
Shut the fuck up.
I love this series based off the character development that it gave. I feel like this is the best character development that any character in the entire Marvel universe has.
It was great.
They went into the full detail. Like, 7 different versions of Loki. You don't know any character other than any character like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, like, when you see all the movies and you see the Loki that dies in Infinity War.
Yeah.
That's a different Loki from the one because like once the show starts, like, oh, so this isn't the Loki. It's like the Loki from this point.
It's like post.
Right.
It's right after the first Avengers. It's right after New York.
So he hasn't gone through all that change yet.
Yeah, he hasn't
and
arced.
by the time the show ends, you're just as familiar with that Loki as you are with the one from the movie. It's almost like you have 2 sets of. It's really strange.
You do. It's the multiverse.
Ooh, scary place.
First shot of the game, multiverse. You fucking idiot. Welcome to the show. First time on.
Wait, hold on. What if we have...
What if you have what? You trying to get out of it? What?
No, what if we have the... Never mind.
The same word? Yeah. You got to mark it off as used. Sorry.
Mark, can you replay?
No. So I actually, even if any of us said something, I actually can't do it on my equipment.
All right, whatever.
What was it?
Shut up. I'm not going to tell you the word.
Good. First shot of the game. Okay. But what you said about the evolution of the character, I'm like, hell yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. The only other time I saw a character and I was like, oh my gosh, this was a crazy rate of change was Zuko from The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible. And then I look at this and I totally get what you're saying. In the beginning, I was upset that it was the Loki from the first movie and not like the last Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Because I was
second to last.
I was so upset that he's not gonna know anything. It's gonna be a different character. But then they filled him in on his entire life, and I'm like, okay, I could accept this. Yeah. And he has all the experiences now, kind of.
There's they left no gaps in any they're filling in all the gaps perfectly. That's what I think.
Exactly. They did a great job. It's what you just.
I honestly hope that they keep it going with these TV shows because the back, like getting, like you were talking about the backstory.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have all of this clarity because not only with Loki, but we saw that with
Like,
with
eat the mic.
WandaVision.
See how close I am to it.
I know.
You can grab it too. Like use it like
Talk about WandaVision. Talk about TV show.
grab
It
it.
tastes good. It tastes good.
It tastes delicious.
Tastes like what kind of mic are you have?
Rode pod mics.
Tastes like road.
Tastes like Tide Pods.
Tide
But
Pod.
like we saw that with WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier too. Like we really got to know these characters, and we get to spend more time with them this way too,
Yeah.
instead of just like 2 hours
That's a good
in
point.
a movie.
I
Like,
know-
it's
I-
nice
yeah.
to spend. Feel closer to
Yeah,
them.
exactly. And also, I feel like the way with these TV shows, we had like 12, like what was it, like 12, 14 Marvel movies to set up the big bad. I feel like
Yeah.
these TV shows are now doing that, so it's going at a faster pace. You know, like they're going through their movie development at a way faster pace, so it's like
Yes.
commercialized. You know, so like people can actually stay tuned and stay into the show.
Right, and there's no sacrifice in like production value either.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
not like you're-
incredible.
yeah, it's not like you're watching Agents of Shield or
Ugh.
any of the CW shows on like for DC.
I haven't seen.
It's
those.
like this is just like a Marvel movie, but it's like 6 hours. Like there's almost no. You can tell a little bit in Loki sometimes, and actually a little bit in Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, absolutely.
But you could. It's basically like the same quality.
This series though, the Loki series blew the other two out of the water in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Like, of course they all the good things about them, but for the other ones I wasn't excited to watch it. I watched it because I felt like I had to. This one I was excited for. You know,
Well, how would you?
Yeah.
How would all you guys rank them?
rank the 3 that came out.
Yeah.
Well, Loki for me first, then.
I feel like we're all gonna have the same list here.
Well, I don't know because I think you'd expect me to say my next favorite is Falcon and Winter Soldier, but because
I would go.
it might be WandaVision, not because like Falcon Winter Soldier is great.
Yeah.
And I really think the story's really cool, but I felt like we didn't need a 6-episode series to watch Sam Wilson find his confidence.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have seen that in like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
I was more interested. I was way more interested with Bucky in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I did not care about Falcon at all.
Yeah.
I just
because Falcon, the thing with him is like he has to like the whole thing was he has to overcome like his culture and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Bucky is literally like a damaged human who's 85 years old and he's
Yeah.
dying inside. It's like this
Yeah.
poor man, like
just
he
this
has
killing-
he has
this killing
nothing.
machine.
Yeah, that was like
Poor
oh
Bucky.
jeez. Yeah, so like,
Buggy.
but but that's hard. I can't decide between Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision because WandaVision story I enjoy more, but Falcon Winter Soldier is more fun to watch. So I don't know.
Really?
What I
Yeah, guess
enjoyed
can see
about
that.
WandaVision was if you noticed like the length of the episodes, right? The first few episodes were like 20 minutes. And I was like, why the heck was it like that? And the other day I realized I think it also followed because you know how it went from like old TV shows
Or
and
the
it
length of the
scaled
shows.
to exactly. Like a black and white episode wasn't going to be 45 minutes long like we have episodes now. It was 20 minutes, just like they did in WandaVision.
Oh,
And
I didn't notice
thought-
that.
Yeah, I
Didn't
thought
notice that.
that was really cool.
That's what I really admired about WandaVision is like it was the first Marvel TV show, and they did like I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Would have been what you expected,
If you,
right?
Yeah, if you told me if I didn't know which order these came out in, I would say Winter Soldier came first because it's like the most vanilla type one, and then WandaVision is like really out there. But I really admire what WandaVision did, doing that kind of doing that complicated and innovative of
Well,
an idea.
I think
within,
they did that because they wanted to end with a banger. They didn't want to start with the banger and end with something like WandaVision because it's more of a lull, you know? I feel like that might have been the reason why.
what do you mean start with something? They did start with WandaVision.
No, the Wanda, because it's not as explosive. So, because Disney's probably like thinking, okay, people are going to enjoy Falcon Winter Soldier more than WandaVision, and they're going to enjoy Loki more than Falcon Winter Soldier. So they did it in the opposite order, showing in their opinion, the not as best to the best. Because they want to start with the and end with the fuck yeah. You know what I'm trying to say?
I feel like people liked WandaVision more than
It ended up that way, but I think their thought process was that we're going to do it this way because Loki is the best and then Falcon Winter Soldier is the next best. I think that's
Oh.
their thought
but
process.
I don't know that because how would you know the quality of the shows?
'Cause what you
before
said
even
before.
schedule their release dates
Because-
without even filming.
Because what you were saying before, how you would expect Falcon and Winter Soldier to be first because it's Marvel-esque, right?
Yeah.
So they were in the same boat. Falcon Winter Soldier is Marvel-esque, so that's going to be a winner. Loki has the most holds the most gravity in the entire Marvel universe, so that's going to be even better than that. WandaVision's the lowest.
The thing about Loki, though, they probably put it third because the ending of Loki progresses the storyline.
Yeah, that
of
too,
the
that too.
cinematic
Oh, yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Like WandaVision didn't progress. Like, I mean, of course they progressed in the timeline, but like it didn't progress the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Loki progressed the story.
Yeah.
They gave the consequences of a Loki. The consequences of Loki are on the same level as an Avengers movie. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Exactly. Yeah.
If
We
not-
have-
if not
surprising.
even more.
we have one more minute until we go into spoilers. Do you want to do a rating for the Loki series? Do you have a specialty rating?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. If wait, hold on. If there's infinity branches on the multiverse now, I'm gonna give it 80% of those branches.
That's a really complicated one.
83% of those branches. 84, 85, 85. 85% of those branches.
How many branches out of 100? Is that what you're saying? Out of 100
No,
versus...
because there's there's infinity amount of branches.
Oh, Jesus,
So I'm giving you the
impossible.
percentage of those percentage of infinity branches.
Okay. Okay. I give it
85, which is great,
a 90%.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't mind. I'll say stuff in spoilers, but like as a whole, I really like that. So I'd say between 85 and 90% of all universe branches. What about you?
I was gonna say 85.
Okay, so great or
Yeah.
amazing?
Great.
Okay.
I'll give it a solid 9. Very
Yeah.
solid 9. Yeah. I loved it.
9%? That's horrible.
9%. A whole 9%.
Oh, that's
It's only like
horrible.
It's like
That's-
Loki fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like all the dumb Lokis that are just like, can I go to Asgard?
Asgard.
Were you guys surprised when it was like the older Loki that
Wait,
came out like
are we in spoilers?
Yeah, we're gonna go into spoilers. Spoilers.
Wait, well, I was gonna say something before we went to
I figured the
spoilers. I'm
time
sorry.
passed.
It's okay. No, we can still go for it. Do it.
Cut this long pause out.
No.
Okay.
Impossible.
I forget.
Okay, you can think about it later. In 3, 2, 1.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
When the older Loki fucking came out at the end, he started like raising
Oh
that entire
Yeah.
fucking
God.
city. That was insane.
I got the chills. I wanted to cry. That shit was so cool.
And that's actually one of my predictions that was correct. It didn't play out the way I thought, but I said Richard E. Grant is in 2 episodes of this. I said my prediction was that he was an older version of Loki because he looks like Loki, and I was right. He does play an older version.
I love in the episode how you saw all the things, like all the little the Easter eggs,
Yeah.
like the Thanos copter and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was cool. Like there's so many things going
The
on.
Rock.
And it was easy. I liked it because it made it easy. I was like, oh, thanks guys. Like 'cause I can't find it on my own. Thanks for putting it right there in front of me. So I was like, thank fucking God.
I like the line in that episode where he opens the thing and there's a bunch of Lokis and he says, "Which one of us are you?" I think that's pretty good.
Which
It-
one of us?
Yeah, it was so good. And this is what I want to say during spoilers is what I feel like I predicted in the last episode of Loki, where I said what's gonna happen is that they're gonna destroy the whole thing, and it's gonna end up creating the multiverse. And I know what you think I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna say it.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I'll
I'll give you a freebie.
Adult Spider Boy.
So if that was one of my words, I can't say that. Or I
Well,
can't
I'm not gonna say it because I think you
Well, if
wrote
you
that
say it,
down.
Yeah, but
have
you
to
just said
drink.
it.
I said Adult Spider Boy. What do you have
Did
written?
you
You just
write
said-
down
wait,
Adult
so,
Spider
hold on.
Boy?
No,
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, but wait a minute. If I put
I can't hear you. Go to the mic.
one of those words,
No. If it's no, you can't. If you put down what I'm thinking about, you can't choose one of
did it.
those off the
I did it.
hyphen. What did you put down?
spider, you son of a bitch.
Did you just fight her?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, cover that up.
What the fuck?
Holy shit! What a piece of garbage! What a piece of garbage!
Who am writes
Oh
down
my
spider
God.
for Loki
Look at
episode.
all the rubber bands. Oh, you fucking piece of
They were all
garbage. They're
on
right
here
there.
before.
They're
What is
right
he-
there.
oh, do you-
I
what do you-
can't believe he did
What a
that.
guy.
Do you
what
get
a guy.
like a
Fucking
rubber band
genius.
flung at you in this episode?
Wait,
Oh.
wait. By the way, hold on. Yeah, because I don't drink
You know,
yet.
my genius. It's
Yeah.
it's
I
frightening.
know.
It's,
Make him start.
frightening.
Why didn't you put
sometimes.
down the whole thing? Ah, fuck!
Because I knew
No more
Because
hand.
it's easier for you to say that word than it is for to say two words.
That fucking hurt.
Like let's say if I wanted you, if the word, let's say the word was Dom Toretto, but it only
Family.
counts if you say Dom Toretto and not Dom. I'll just put Dom because if you say Dom Toretto, you still say Dom.
Fuck, bro. Anyway, you piece of shit. I
I
think
got him.
it's gonna lead all to that. The whole entire thing collapsed, and now this Spider-Verse is gonna happen. And
Wait. You said line.
I said what?
Line.
Are you kidding me?
I'm a fucking genius, dude. I'm a goddamn magician.
What the fuck, bro? You're using common words, you piece of
No,
garbage.
I'm not. Fuck you. They're all common words.
He's cracked the code. I can never actually drink on this
Oh,
podcast anymore.
amazing.
Please,
Imagine
please,
if
no,
you
please,
had
not the hand, not the hand, not the hand. Fuck. Okay, fuck. Anyway,
You said way. No, I'm
it's
kidding.
gonna turn into the Spider-Verse. Like everyone knew it was going to. Come
Yeah.
on, like I knew it was as soon as this came out with the whole timeline shit, it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, and now all the Spider people are gonna get connected. Doctor Strange's gonna be like, "What the fuck is happening? Oh my god!"
Yo, poor Doctor Strange.
Poor
He's
Doctor
got so
Strange.
much
That's-
shit he's gonna
Well, hold
have
on.
to deal with.
He's gotta fix
I think, and I
everything.
don't. At the end of all this next Marvel phase, I do not think they're gonna fix the timeline. They're just gonna make sure all like the Spider people can basically take care of their own timeline.
Yeah, and that'll probably be how Spider-Man's storyline ends because he only has 2 more movies. He has
No, he's shining back on. Fucking
no, he has his. They
Oh, fuck
they
you.
said it online.
Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
You said Spider-Man.
Ah, wait.
thought-
yeah,
No. She already said it. You have to mark it off.
No. But you said one of my
Wait,
words.
but
Man.
No, you said said.
so it's every
You bitch.
No.
no, it's every time you say it, so it doesn't
No,
matter.
no.
not every time you
No
say
one
it,
said
no.
Spider-Man yet. I said
He only said
Spider. I
Spider.
said Spider. I said boy. You said the whole Spider-Man. So take a shot.
And you said said.
I can't play with this kid.
Dude,
What happened? What happened? All
I
of a
think
sudden?
the only thing that we could take away from this episode of Loki is that I'm a genius.
You
might
are
be-
a Loki. Maybe you're a
Oh
Loki.
my God,
bear.
Holy
You're a
shit.
Loki bear.
Johnny is
Holy
the
fucking
Loki.
shit.
Also, can I say about the that at the end of time thing, that void where the monster eats them? They're like only. Okay.
You said monster, you piece of shit.
I got me. Where like
Fuck,
that
not the
place,
hand.
they're
Holy
like,
shit.
They're like only Lokis can survive here. You know, it's like that's not that hard to survive it because they're all just standing around talking.
Oh my god.
Like it doesn't look like it's
Yeah,
that hard to
yeah.
survive. Like they're the only things left. Anyway,
Take a shot.
Give me that pink Whitney, bitch.
Well-
No, don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. No, he doesn't deserve it.
Give me it.
No, he doesn't deserve
Kayla.
it. No.
Spicy juice.
Hammer.
Come on, you piece of garbage.
Come on, Kayla.
No, nuh-uh.
Spicy juice.
No.
serious?
Uh-uh.
My
You
spicy
gotta
You're off
drink
the
this.
movie.
You're only allowed to drink.
I'm
this.
off the movie.
Yeah, you
They're
only
playing-
allowed to
I'm not
drink.
playing
That.
trickster
You have to
games.
drink
That's a
the
fucking
first
lie.
one, though.
I know.
No, seriously, I can't have that. Just
You
one
wrote
shot.
Kate about me.
Yeah, I wrote it for you. No.
Drink your fucking vodka.
I tried. You can't kick me off the movie now. He looks so mad.
What are you writing? What are you writing? What are you writing over there?
My glasses are getting sweaty.
I wish I could read that.
It's a silent treatment.
Oh, silent treatment. Take your shot. I'm just gonna turn you down for the rest of the episode. I guess it wouldn't matter.
Damn it! Give me the fucking.
What were we talking
This
about?
is bullshit.
You're a pussy.
Eh? What were we
We got
talking
too
about?
off track getting.
Oh, the monster. I was talking about how it's not that hard to survive.
Oh yeah.
I also like how
No.
they're going into this so quickly. It's like we just got Thanos. What? Oh.
Bro,
We just got Thanos, right? And like they didn't even.
Thanos.
Oh, really? Nice one.
Fuck yeah, I'm awesome.
But
You gotta
we
take
just
two.
got into that, and they're not even waiting a few movies. Like they just went right into it, like the multiverse thing, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what if they are and they're not they're not setting up the big bad?
What's that?
You know, like what if the
Yeah.
conqueror, like what if the one who remains is
His
just
name is
like
Kang, right? Or
oh
whatever.
that's a
Yeah.
word.
Ooh.
Are
you?
Oh, look what he played you like a fiddle. He knew what he was doing. Holy shit. Get take a shot,
That's
idiot.
That'd be so
tactics, baby.
drunk.
You fucking
Oh
dummy.
yeah. So now since the word's out of the way, Kang the
I
Conqueror.
can't go home.
That's all right. You got 20 minutes.
What was I saying? Shit.
Kang, he
Oh yeah. So what if it's just like, what if
What if-
that's not like
just
closer
turn
to
it.
the mic?
Turn.
Oh,
Yeah, right
Oh,
on.
yeah. So yeah, what if he's like
Beautiful.
a medium bad? You know, like what if Kang the Conqueror brings in another big?
Well, that's
bad?
what happened.
Yeah,
That's what
it-
happened at
yeah.
the end.
It's possible that the big bad isn't even a person. It might just be the concept of trying to put the multiverse back together.
I think everything it's gonna be like.
True.
It might be too repetitive. They're like, all right, now it's this guy. It's like if you
Yeah.
instead of it's a guy, it's more of like the
I
structure.
think
of
they're
like,
gonna nip that in the butt. There's not gonna be a big bad. I think what they're gonna do is what Johnny was saying, where everyone's kind of on their own team and they're all trying to be the winner. You know, like everyone's got their own ideology that they want to
Yeah.
get past,
Sure.
and it's gonna be so good.
What?
if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield aren't in that, man,
What a letdown. That would be so.
Isn't there like
horrible.
rumors that they're already in it, or is that?
they're basically
There's
in it. But like
rumors.
especially now after
Okay.
this Loki, you're like, oh, they're gonna be in it. Like they
Yeah.
wouldn't.
And Tom Holland was like begging for it after
Alright.
Spider-Verse was released. He was like, "Can we do that?
Can we?"
please?"
It's gonna be so good.
I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
he's definitely the best
Oh yeah.
blend we've gotten because
Yeah.
he's a great Peter Parker.
Yes,
and
exactly.
He's a great Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire was a great Peter Parker.
Perfect Peter Parker.
And then-
Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man.
He was a great Spider-Man. Tom Holland's the best blend of the two.
Mhm.
Best mix of the two.
Do you think they're gonna do that thing with? I know we have to be talking about Loki, but do you think they're gonna do that thing with the multiverse where they enter a different universe and you see Tom Cruise as Iron Man and shit, and like
Dude,
all
that
the
would be
If they got
fucking
Tom
awesome.
Cruise to play Iron Man in however many scenes, I will eat my underwear on camera.
Oh my gosh, you heard it, MCU, make it happen.
Also, are we going to be doing this podcast in 5 years?
Probably not. One could only hope. One could only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
so-
be kind of crazy.
What
if they
else
did
are we
that.
gonna do?
It'd be crazy if we're
That's
doing
like the
this
biggest
podcast in
inside
5
joke.
years.
Ever?
Just now.
What? No, the biggest inside joke is having Tom Cruise play Iron Man because like he was almost Iron Man.
That's the point. That's why. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
they would do it. God,
That'd
that'd
be
be so
awesome.
great. But anyway, God, Loki set up this so well. Let's talk about the actual story about Loki though, with the whole like love interest thing, and
they smooched.
they did smooch. that whole
Did.
that. I gotta say, my least favorite part about Loki was its own original story. And the reason I think why it was so cool is because the scenes were cool, the concepts were cool, and the little Easter eggs and the whole universe thing was cool. But the weakest part was its own original story, in my opinion.
What do you mean it's own
Like it's
original
the
story?
where Loki's like, oh, I'm a bad guy and want to be good, but not really. But sometimes, oh, I'm in love with myself.
Yeah.
I think that was the weakest part.
I kind of thought that was a beautiful display of his narcissism.
Me too.
True.
Me too. I said it in that voice because I'm an idiot, but I just think it's the weakest part of why this thing was so cool. You know, am I making sense?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Were y'all like a little nervous about Owen Wilson at first?
No, not at all. I thought it was gonna be
love-
great.
I
from the
was
start.
nervous. I was like, oh,
I love him
fuck,
as
because all I
Mobius.
could think about is
Hit the
wow.
thing.
You know what I mean? But he did a real what?
Oh, no.
The flying fuck.
He
was
said
the-
Mobius.
Oh!
I thought it was her. Oh,
That's why I
damn.
looked at her.
Alright.
That was funny. That
Oh,
was
I
funny.
can't wait until he knows how gross
I
that
was
is.
like, that's like
Until I
shot
know.
number 4.
I'm gonna use your glass so it's stained with it. Oh no, spilled.
We need to. If you pour it over this, I don't care if this gets ruined. We gotta have Kayla on more often so she can get drunk and you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
do need to
I
come
don't
over
mind getting
more
Yeah,
drunk.
but
often.
the
You
more
guys do
people that
this
are
on
here, the more
Fridays.
drunk everybody gets.
I know.
I
I
was
can't wait
not
to read. I
expecting this
can't
to be
wait to
clear.
redo the studio when I could have 6 people on. Holy shit!
Dude, we're
My
gonna be
friend
fucking
Janessa
dead.
wanted to be a part of it today, and I was like, it's a little
Oh,
late, but like,
I would love to. I'll include her in the guest list.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck you, Johnny.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck
you just
you,
gotta
fuck
let her know.
you.
Tastes like wood.
Tastes
What?
like wood.
Tastes like wood.
Wood.
That's
What
interesting.
is that from?
What?
Wood comes from trees.
No, 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 no. Listen to the way.
Idiot.
Wood. You like what the fuck is that from? It's from a fucking TV show or a movie. A character says it all weird like that.
I feel like you're trying
I do
to
know.
like,
No, I do know what she's saying. I feel
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
she's trying to pull a word.
we'll
here.
think about it.
No,
We'll
no.
think about it
Thank
later.
you.
We'll think about it later.
Okay, okay.
Anyway, I do think that's the weakest part of the Loki. What?
Yeah,
Johnny?
we should
I,
get back
I
to
really
this.
the thing I liked about I like the thing about the relationship between Sylvia and Loki is that they talked about how they were trying not to
Wait, real quick question.
what?
Quick question. Should I implement the new game rule? The shooters thing?
Not now.
I'm gonna implement it. You guys got 5 minutes.
All right, just do it in the middle of my thought.
I don't
Also.
have to take
Go
one
ahead.
because I've taken
All right,
multiple
so-
shots.
I'm down. I'm in last, so I'm down.
He's the last. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm down for it. That's all.
I
That
took
matters.
2. Oh yeah, fuck you. So, but I really liked how they say him and Sylvie were trying to convince each other for a certain amount of time. Like, look, I'm not going to betray you, whatever,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And then at the end, they're almost kind of like, no matter. It's so the conflict between them is so strong that it's impossible for them not to betray one another because they're not
Yeah.
purposely doing it. Because when you when you think about them betraying each other, you think about it as something.
Oh, the light behind you is gonna fall. Christian, do me a favor and just stand up and make sure that doesn't fall. How did that happen?
Dude, this fucking
Yo,
skeleton
who
is
gave the
hunting,
skeleton some shots,
I
bro?
hate
He's
that
falling all over
I take the skeleton
place.
out of there, Christian, if you can.
Forever.
Attempt to.
Take him
Wait,
out.
put him on my lap. I'm kidding.
Security, get this guy out of here.
I'm only kind of kidding.
Get him out of here.
Anything else.
Fuck this skeleton. Get him out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ah!
Thank you so
My
much.
fucking toes just hit my.
You
neck.
can just put him on the floor.
What was I saying? Damn it.
You were saying about their connection is so strong.
No. Oh, no. The conflict between them is so strong in that situation where even though you think of an act of betrayal as something like malevolent or mischievous, but in this sense, it's just Loki not wanting to mess with the multiverse, and it's her wanting to avenge basically the death of her,
Which is
ruining
fair.
her life, which is so strong.
Yeah.
I really liked how it was a twist on what you thought was going to happen at
Because
the end.
they didn't they didn't betray each other because of
Right.
themselves. It was about
just-
the situation.
Yeah, exactly. It was situational.
Like Loki was just. I mean, they're both. Loki was just
Sylvie.
as fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Right. He was like, "Yeah, this is bullshit," but at the same time, like he said, "This is so much bigger than us. Can't you
Yeah.
see? This is bigger than
Yeah.
us."
It
But
was-
Sylvie
It's a
was
tough dilemma, too.
So
Very-
into
very hard.
her anger, which is fair.
Whose side were you on when that happened? Because I couldn't tell if Kang was telling the truth or not. Whose side were you on?
Oh, I knew he was telling the truth because if he
totally
was,
on Loki's
I
side.
thought.
well,
Were you?
if Kang, I knew he was telling the truth. That's one of the things. Like, so if he's not telling the truth,
Okay,
then nothing was happening. That's it.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase it.
I
Let me rephrase it.
I
knew
thought
he
he
wasn't
was
lying.
lying up until Loki was like, "I'm a liar," and I know
Yeah.
he's not lying, and I was
Right.
like, that's powerful.
Let me put it different with that. Because Sylvie's, when she was saying that she thinks that Loki just wants the throne, I'm like, he has been known to just want that for the last 13 years of MCU. So maybe he's like fucking being an asshole. That's what I didn't know whose side
That's
to be on.
fair.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like how it didn't leave because we thought like by the end of this it was gonna be like there was gonna be a point where he would end up at a point that we're familiar with. Like, oh, they put him into the prison in Thor: The Dark World. Or like, oh, they put him on Sakaar in Ragnarok or something. Like,
Oh yeah.
to suggest that Loki that we're seeing was always that Loki, and he went back into normal life knowing he's gonna get killed by Thanos.
No.
But they just completely leave where he's gonna be totally,
Yeah.
and apparently he's gonna be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
according to
which
the
means
Hollywood
that we
Reporter.
still have Loki. It's just not the same Loki
That-
that died,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
fucking.
That really upset me though when he went to go talk to Mobius and it wasn't him. I was like, oh, that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys ever had that feeling like after high school graduation or middle school graduation or after your prom? I didn't happen to be with prom, but like when a huge event happened, maybe a wedding, and you're surrounded by people and you want to be in that moment, but it's like you feel removed from it and you kind of just want to fly up into the air just to see what's down, so you can consume it and not feel anxious about it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I feel like Loki is feeling that, but for his entire existence, like everything that he's ever known is not there. It's all lost, and I felt scared for him.
Yeah.
That'd be
Break my
horrible.
heart, bro.
What's
Break-
up?
Did I take how many shots did I
I
take?
think you took 2.
What was the two
no,
words?
I think you were supposed to take 3.
You
No,
said
no, I've
you
only
said
taken-
you said monster and Thanos.
All right, I didn't take the second one.
Thank you for being honest. I would have called you
I
out
was,
when I
no,
watched the video.
because I was like, what's going on here?
Oh,
Did you
maybe
even take
that's
the
why I
first?
thought you were supposed to take
Huh?
3 because you had to take
Oh,
2 in
sorry,
a
okay,
row.
yeah.
Yeah, I just refill it with more vodka.
If I only had my fucking orange juice to wash down this fucking disgusting.
Good thing I
ass.
had my orange juice.
All right, hey, it's halfway through the show. Potok, you've got the lowest amount of shots, guys. We are starting this new part of this.
That's also why I was remembering because I
yeah.
knew if we were tied, maybe I'd have to do it
we
too.
started a new segment of this, not really segment, but a new part of the show where in the halfway mark, whoever has the least amount of shots has to pick a random shooter. We only have like 3 different kinds right now. So I'm gonna have Amanda get it because they're actually in my closet. But we're gonna keep them in a bag, and they're gonna have to reach their hand and get a shooter if they have the lowest amount. Hold on, pick a number between 1 and
Also,
3.
Will get them. Do
3.
you want?
That sucks because I don't know what this one's gonna taste like. In my closet, it's not the Fireball and it's not the Jack Daniels. It's weird looking.
As long as it's not Fireball, it's good.
Well, she's getting
You
that.
want to
Can
know
I?
what's really good though?
No, you can't.
If you take an
What is
Angry
it?
Orchards original and you drink the neck of the beer, and then you pour a shot of Fireball
Fireball.
in it,
Ew.
and then you flip it, it's
Oh,
called an
there you
apple
go.
pie, and it tastes like a fucking apple pie,
Some
bro.
Baileys? Really? I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to try that out.
Can you close my
It's
closet?
so
I'm a
good.
straight Pink Whitney drinker right now.
That's as you
The
can
best,
tell.
best stuff. What is this,
want-
Irish cream?
That's what had me
I hope
in
that's not
black
bad.
out halfway through my birthday party.
Drink it.
Is there an expiration date on it?
Bailey's is so good in coffee and hot chocolate, guys.
It's good.
Oh, sweet. All right.
I
Fucking
think.
alcoholic
I don't know
over
how it tastes.
So
You
in
can
the
just- yeah,
winter,
yeah.
It's
when
good.
we do this,
It tastes like
catch me with a
cream,
cup.
bro. Like, what do you want me to
Hot
do?
chocolate
Well, one of
Bailey's.
an episode eventually, I want to make like mixed drinks for you guys. Could be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
Anyway,
Can I
First
say?
one to
Go ahead,
black out wins the
what?
game.
I think I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange is supposed to be in WandaVision, but they cut him out for some reason. Or he was supposed to have like some weird kind of background role. But I really like how all this stuff's been going on with like reality and the multiverse and stuff. And you know that somewhere Doctor Strange is going, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
the anticipation of like not seeing him at all during all of this. Like I really like how they're holding back on that.
Dude, I've been waiting for Doctor Strange for he's so fucking cool.
I love
Yeah.
And
that.
it's been 4+ years since we've seen him in an individual movie because that was when
Has
we
it
were
really?
in fucking high school.
Wow.
We were in high school. We
That's
were like
crazy.
16 at the time.
I hope
So-
they fill in what's happening now, like when they do the Doctor Strange series or even the movie. Like
that comes
whatever.
out in March, right?
They're doing a series or the
No,
movie?
it was
The
a movie.
movie
It's a
in
Okay, yeah.
March.
With Wanda.
Multiverse
and
of
Loki.
Madness, I think is what
Apparently
it's called,
Spider-Man.
right?
So maybe this is setting that up. Then.
Spider-Man's
also-
gonna be
and
in it,
also
but they haven't
Doctor
told
Strange-
us which one.
Well, we're gonna see him and we're gonna see Doctor
ones?
Strange and Spider-Man first.
Oh, that's
Spider-Man comes out in December. Multiverse of Madness is 2022.
Wow,
I
that's pretty
think.
close, guys.
Yeah.
This can be,
Exciting
yo, we're gonna
stuff.
do
We
a
haven't seen
Can
the
we
trailer
have
yet.
like a group field trip to the movie theater?
That's
We should
what-
rent
well,
out. Do
that-
they still rent out?
Yeah,
movie
that's what
theaters?
we do for
we should do that.
screenshots. We all go to see the movie. We'll rent it
That'd
out
be
for. We'll
awesome.
rent it out for that.
We
Rent
should
it out.
totally
That's
rent out a theater one day.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, and by December we'll have enough room for 6 people, and we'll do the. I want to do a road to Spider-Man, by the way.
Dude, if
A
we do
road
that,
Spider-Man?
We should like set
Yeah,
up a
road to
camera
Spider-Man.
directed at us so they could see our reactions of the movie.
That's
Oh.
illegal.
Oh,
Is it?
well,
You can't bring a camera into a theater.
Oh yeah.
You can bring your
Well,
phone
what if
to
we
the
rent it
theaters.
out and you face it at yourself?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what
if
I'm
they
saying.
catch us,
Oh.
True.
we get in a lot of trouble.
It wasn't about recording the movie for that
Yeah.
purpose. It was just to see our reactions.
Yeah.
Our reactions would probably be kind of normal. I don't
Yeah,
think anybody
I'd be like
actually
this.
care. Yeah. Yeah. You just,
Well, you know what, Mark?
90% of the time we just be.
But I'm so reactive. I'd be like,
You know what, Mark? Whenever I go to the movie theaters with Mark, there's always like 3 or 4 times where I'm completely taken out of the movie because like there's like a scene going on, and Mark, even if he's enjoying the movie, he'll just sit there and go.
Okay, that's a bit exaggerative.
And I'm like, dude, this fucking guy.
oh, take a fucking shh.
What'd I say?
What is that?
You said fucking.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought I
I
said
feel like that
guy.
we've said that so
yeah,
many
so many
times.
people said that.
Yeah, it was the first time I caught it.
So you know how they're making a second season
He's
Of
not-
what?
Of Loki,
of
right?
Loki, and they're
Yeah.
also gonna have him in what you said the.
They might have in Doctor Strange.
Because if you had him in Doctor Strange and had a second season, what the fuck would it be about? Like,
I don't know.
like
That's
yeah,
the thing. I was like, I didn't expect there to be a second season to this.
Yeah, like
'Cause
what?
Wait, a second of Loki.
Yeah.
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 I'm not mad about it. I want them to continue with these series. I
Yeah.
like focusing
Oh, yeah,
on these
absolutely.
individual
Yeah.
characters.
Imagine if we had an Aunt May series.
Aunt May.
Dude, they were
Dude,
gonna
that
do
would
that.
be so
She's
great.
literally
were
just
gonna
cooking the entire time.
when Sony got
Having a panic attack every day, all day.
when Sony got hacked, they were gonna. Oh my god, this fucking Amazing Spider-Man universe is so dumb. They were gonna do an Aunt May prequel movie where she was a secret agent.
That's so
Well, they weren't. It was
dumb.
in the like. It was a project. Nobody. There's no proof they were ever gonna make it, but it was like an actual project.
Jeez.
Can you
Ew.
imagine?
Ew. My friend, my friend who we're gonna have in the show, I talked to you about. He compared the Amazing Spider-Man Aunt May to a cigarette ashtray for some reason. That's how he explained her.
I like Sally. Sally Field.
Yeah, I liked her too. He hated her.
All the Aunt Mays are
man.
pretty good. What's her name? Rosemary Harris will
I'm not
always be the
sure.
best one.
I think
from
Tom
Sam
Holland's
Raimi.
Aunt
Oh,
May
yeah.
is the best.
Huh?
I think Tom Holland's Aunt May is the
Oh, I don't know about
best.
that.
Yeah, easy there, buddy.
I don't know. But you know what? I guess it's hard for me to say because I really didn't. I watched one of Andrew Garfield's movies, and then I was like,
Which one?
The first one.
I like the second one better.
And I didn't like it. I
Costume
was
is
like,
great.
I
Which one
can't.
was the second one? The Blue Man?
With Electro. And
Blue Man
The
group.
Blue Man Group.
They made a
At
second
the end of it, he's basically the Blue Man Group.
But that's crazy. Electro is going to be back
Oh
for
my
Spider-Verse.
gosh.
And
I
Alfred
love how
Molina,
this is the Loki
Wait,
episode
wait.
and we can't
Yeah,
stop talking about
yeah,
Spider-Man.
Alfred Molina, who played Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, he's back as that Doc Ock in the next Spider-Man movie, and so is Electro.
Okay.
And apparently,
I kind of wish they brought, Spider-Verse's, like, the woman Doc Ock, because I just liked her voice.
oh yeah,
Well, it's
She
kind
was
of it's
cool.
a fan service bringing all these people back, you know.
but it's also pretty fucking cool. Like, but I don't know if it's
yeah.
fan service because nobody cared about Electro.
No, I think I still think
Like-
it's fan service because it's like, oh my gosh, it's happening.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a rumor that Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin's going to be like the main villain.
But didn't he die though?
Yeah, but so did Doc Ock.
All right, I'm
No.
bad with
We
names
don't
and
know where
faces.
Doc Ock went.
William
But-
Dafoe is in,
but
like,
Green
OG
Goblin
Tobey
died.
Maguire.
What do you mean you
I
didn't
think
know where
it's the OG.
Because he got absorbed into that sun thing.
No, he didn't. He fucking drowned.
Oh, he did drown.
Yeah,
I do
they
remember.
all of them are dead. They're
In
coming
real-
back.
IRL?
Damn, Sam Raimi's
IRL?
no
IRL dead or no?
IRL dead
IRL dead?
in
or-
real life. No,
No, in the characters.
Making sure.
you looked really worried. I felt bad. I was like, no, it's okay.
Willem
It's
Dafoe
okay. We
died.
don't
That
need
was
to
good.
grieve.
grieve. No
You
mourning.
quit movies forever.
Rest in pepperoni.
I'm so excited to see what this turns out to be, though.
Oh my gosh,
It's gonna be
I mean, like we gotta like. I'm sure everyone realizes
There's
what.
a multiverse.
Hold on, right
multitude
quick.
of verses they
Just
could
to
do.
bring it back to Loki real quick, because it just made me think. At the end of the very last episode, he's in the middle of talking. I suck with names with Owen and what's her face.
Mobius. And,
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
officer.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
And
Which one?
They're
The
like-
judge or
Ravenna?
the
Ravenna?
they know what's going on, and Loki's
Renthro
like
or
talking
something?
about everything, and then in the middle of the conversation, they're like, "Oh, whoa, guy, calm down. It's
Oh,
okay. We'll
yeah.
get you back to your sector." And then they look at the statue, and it's fucking.
Kang.
Kang.
That word's already said.
Yeah.
You said it.
Oh yeah, damn with the statue.
I was so
you know
scared.
What, you know what I like? Loki, since it's a multiverse, Loki's in a universe where him and Mobius never met, which means that the Mobius we know is out somewhere looking for Loki.
Oh shit.
I fucking hope so.
Wait, no, but also wait.
Do you think that happens because of the multiverse going haywire? Like, do you
I'm
think that
so
when Sylvie
mind-fucked.
tries to send him back because the multiverse is going crazy, it sends Loki on?
Well,
like,
she
on a
sent
ran-
them. Well, she
to a
sent him
random
back
place?
before. She sent him back before she killed him.
Yeah.
Or no,
But
was
the
it
multiverse
already?
was already going crazy.
was already
'cause
branching
he
out?
Stopped, yeah, he
Okay,
stopped
okay,
and he's
okay.
like, "Wait, I knew everything
Oh yeah,
until
yeah,
this
yeah.
point."
You're right. Yeah. So he
Yeah.
got sent back to a random universe. So that's pretty great. So that was pretty hard. It is kind of scary. Like,
That's
at
what
the
I was
end.
saying.
Yeah.
like you feel so empty.
Yeah.
Or lost. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the whole thing I was explaining.
I was
like,
hoping that the end of I honestly assumed the end of the show. I was like, oh, you know what? It's gonna be like every other fucking superhero movie. They're gonna get the bad guy. We're
Yeah.
gonna get our happy ending and be like, all right, what's next?
Well,
but that
yeah.
is not what the fuck
because
happened
but
at all.
it's because it's a TV show. They can do that. You
Yeah.
know.
But that is what makes it so awesome. That's why, like, I hope they fucking keep doing this with the TV shows.
You know what I was thinking though, because of the whole TV show thing. These TV shows they're long episodes. Their quality is amazing. That only means that the movies have to be 10 times better than they ever were.
They have to be.
They're gonna
That's
be
a
not only are they gonna be longer,
They have to be
like each
perfect.
one's gonna be at least three hours. Like it's gonna happen, but they're gotta be so amazing. Not only story wise, but it's the CG, the fucking acting, the costumes. They gotta be amazing.
But the thing is now though, they have so much more room to develop the plot and stuff now that they don't have to develop the character. Like they have so much more time to just go away and run with the movie instead of
Just go with
developing the
plot.
characters and stuff, and introducing all of the characters.
Don't
Oh,
talk
this
about
is this person and stuff. Like
yeah,
like they everybody. All their intentions. You know who they are. You know why they're doing things, and it just makes things a lot easier to flow. I
yes.
feel like.
I really liked how
you drunk?
with
No,
Kang,
I was trying to impersonate
Yes.
Johnny. That's why I reached over there.
I really
Want
liked
something?
how Kang wasn't like the explanation between or the backstory between him creating the timeline being like, if you destroy that, there's gonna be an infinite number of versions of me going around and trying to conquer everything. And I'm like, that's really
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah,
he
that's a
isn't
good
just-
way.
I was like, that's so smart.
I feel like I'm kind of confused on that though, because like, why him? Like, what makes him
He's a
be
genius.
the one?
Because he's
that
the first person
create
that
everything?
discovered the
Timelines.
multiverse.
So what
But
happened?
Technically, I mean, that's
There's
not true though,
it's very
because
paradoxical.
because obviously, like Doctor Strange
But
and,
I don't
and the
think
ancient one
so.
knew.
Because you remember what's her
He's
face?
human. He's just
Doctor
human.
Strange's mentor.
Yeah, the ancient one. That's yeah.
The ancient one, like she knew fucking everything too.
But he
and then
is-
we have the Eternals.
Yeah, but he's human. He is nothing but man who created technology. Everyone else is mystical.
Yeah, which means that the Eternals were there before
Time?
him.
Yeah.
Which
before
makes
Kang.
which makes them way more powerful than
Yeah,
him,
which
right?
means
Like,
that they should have seen what the fuck was going on,
but the
right?
the Eternals.
That's why they're getting involved, though. So the Eternals thing, they said that they didn't get involved during Thanos, they didn't get involved during this or that, because it's supposed to happen. But this wasn't. And now they're getting involved.
But I think. But the thing that splits him from discovering the multiverse, as opposed to the Ancient One or the Eternals, is that he is just. I get that was one thing that was convoluted. I'm like, how did he get so much power, and how did he figure out like the end of time thing? But he's like just a human. All of them know that. Okay, I just don't want to mess with this. But it's they all know the consequences. There's all going to be multiple versions of him discovering this and going into it, not knowing the consequences of going into it.
Yeah.
So,
you know
but
what I mean?
if this had happened before, like he had explained that there were so many of him everywhere waging wars. With that in mind, the Eternals should have been involved once before.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're involved because shit isn't supposed to happen. I think they're involved because of something else. I don't know what their reasoning would be, but if it's but a time loop where like he,
Holy shit!
you know what you
Wait,
get what I'm getting at?
Listen, hold on. I just realized this is how they're gonna get mutants into the MCU. Anyway, continue. This is how they're gonna do it. That's it.
So basically, like I don't think that they're getting involved because shit isn't supposed to be happening.
Well, what do you think could be? What do you think is wrong other than the timeline being fucked? What could it be? Galactus?
I don't think that the timeline is fucked.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Necessarily. Like, I don't think the timeline's fucked necessarily.
Yeah,
I think the timeline being one set sacred timeline
You know what I
is
think
the fucked timeline.
It's fucking stupid that Kang is so narcissistic that he's like, it should be the way I think it should be. He didn't just let it happen.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, who dictates what timeline is right? Like, if there's an infinite amount of multiverses, then somebody's timeline is gonna.
Well, I think what Kang did was he saw all the multiverses and he let them exist in their lives. He just stopped them from interacting with each other.
True.
That's what it was.
True, yeah.
So no, he stopped them.
No,
Yeah,
they all continue. That's why there's variants. The variants come from one timeline to a different one. They're supposed to stay in their own timeline.
Yeah, but no,
They
but
crossover timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole point of the variants is that the actual variants timelines, the timelines don't exist, but the variants are still exist.
No, those timelines do exist. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, they don't because they destroyed them.
I don't think they did.
Yes, they did. That's the whole point.
That's what the alioth eats them.
No.
Alioth
No,
eats the timeline.
Here's-
No, that's
when-
what
look,
I'm saying.
when
They
Oh
they-
wait, that's
no,
another
hold on.
word, Alioth.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Me.
Oh, fucking cheater, bro. I saw that one.
But no,
What if he's a garbage?
no, hold on. Let me explain it. Look, when
Make sure not
like
to say
let's
that
say when something happens, right? When Sylvie, right?
Do so the camera could see.
When they got Sylvie, and you see the timeline branch off, right?
Yeah.
The timeline branches off. They have to destroy that
Yes.
timeline. So they destroy it and cut it off, and it disappears. But Sylvie was still a variant in the TVA outside space and time, so it wasn't starting another branch.
This is what.
So that timeline doesn't go on anymore.
No,
'cause
that could be
then-
right.
Yeah, because then the consequences of that, they wouldn't be like, you've murdered all these people or whatever.
No, I understand what
'cause-
you're saying. That could be right, but what I gathered from the show is picture a tube like a wire, like a telephone wire, with a million different smaller copper wires inside. They're all going into a certain location. None of them are intertwined. They're all just next to each other. Each one of those copper wires is a separate timeline. Kang's job is to make sure none of those wires get tangled. And that black coating around it, that's what you see on their tempat or whatever it is. That line is all the billions of timelines going in the same direction, not interacting with each other. That's what
I don't think
gathered.
that at all.
It
no,
might not
'cause-
be, but I think that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, because if they existed, then there'd be nothing that Kang can do from stopping the other Kangs from interacting with one another. The whole point is that he said there can only be, is if there becomes multiple ones with multiple Kangs, they're all going to try to conquer each other.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's just one timeline. Because
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's only supposed to go one way, you know. That's what he was
But-
saying. You naive
But
idiot.
who's-
Shut the fuck up.
No, but still, who fucking declares that it has to go one
Oh yeah,
way?
no, he's a piece
Yeah.
of garbage.
I think it's a piece of. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's a piece of
It's
garbage.
a very hard dilemma.
It is a hard
Yeah.
job to have. But do you? Okay,
Especially because you think about Loki being so desperate to like not be who Kang has written him to be.
if
Right.
you were Kang, or if you had his power, would you choose to let it go and let timelines do what they are, or would you do what he's doing? Like, do you think it's more important to protect people from the rest of themselves, or would you let the timelines do their thing? Which means if you let them do their thing, cool. But if you did Kang's job, you have to do what he said you'd have to do. You'd have to kill people. You'd have to get rid of them. You'd have to ruin families.
So relinquishing control is really hard and really scary because he doesn't want people to get hurt, right? But he needs to mourn that control, and he needs to be able to mourn that bad things are going to happen, and people should still be able to dictate their own lives, is how I see it. Like, shit's gonna happen. And even with Kang dictating stuff, pain has happened. So how good is he if he can't make it all great? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Like, I think he's...
The thing
I
is,
don't
though,
know.
how much worse would it be if he didn't do all these things? You know, if he didn't. Set
Yeah,
the
who
TVA
knows?
But
in.
there's
I guess
pain
pretty
either
bad.
way.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you rather know that your choices are yours, even if there's pain in the world?
Yeah, but most of the people don't even know that because they don't know Kang exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Also, we're getting to a free will thing. We can talk about that for 3. I've seen like clips on YouTube of like guys debating free will for 3 hours, and I'm like,
Really?
I still don't know who's like what's
I love those conversations. Not a conversation for screenshots.
just the biggest time wasters of all time.
But it's a fun conversation. What do you think? Fucking Kang's first when he started making the TVA. What do you think it was like him training the first one? All right, man, this place is really big. I know.
Yeah, that's
But
what,
like-
that's what I wanted more of.
Yeah.
It felt like something that was cut out. Like I wanted to know more about because if he's just a human, like how did he create TVA? Like
Yeah.
I want to know more about like the hat. Like
Well, because he
He
said that
can't
He
just
pressed
be
these
human.
buttons.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but he said that he somehow found all of the other Kangs from the other multiverses, I guess in this great multiversal war, and they all worked together to create this crazy technology.
That's like actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just all basically he's
Do you
just
think
he's just another Iron Man, like another Tony
Do you
Stark.
think
just super
they're all
genius.
merged into one? Because they wouldn't just be like, all right, we
That's
made the
what I
technology.
assumed.
We're gonna leave now.
Oh, and
I
killing them like
assumed-
just releases them all.
Yeah,
I assumed that they all
What if-
merged.
Ooh.
That's
That'd be interesting because they all know they couldn't beat each other, so why not become one?
Yeah.
kind of like popping a spider sack, right? Because it's
Yeah.
one sack,
Yeah.
and then you pop
Then
it, and it's just
millions.
I do feel like it's lazy writing though when people do the what's the thing they did in Ender's Game where they have like it's the mob where it's like they have a queen. As soon as they kill the queen, everyone dies.
Oh yeah.
Or they
yeah.
did it in the first Avengers movie
But in this
Yeah.
one, it's the complete opposite.
where it's
You
like
kill the leader, all of them
They
come to
all-
life.
yeah.
The one thing I want to know is what
It's
happens
kinda
with
funny.
Alioth. Like Alioth is still a thing. Does another Kang just come and?
Do you think he was telling the truth about that? Like, oh, I went to the end of time and found this monster.
yeah.
Do you think that's real?
I think
I don't know.
Alioth was created. I don't know.
bet we can look it up, actually.
Maybe Alioth is like an eternal being.
Maybe.
Oh,
But
like-
then,
like
but
one of
then,
the-
but then two Lokis can just enchant it. Also, I hated that scene, by the way. Sylvie
Like the
goes, "Oh,
cringy,
I
yeah.
need your help to enchant it," and he goes,
That's a good
I've
Sylvie.
never done this before. You can do it with
Oh,
the power.
my God,
the power
so
of
good.
love.
Because we
With
are
power
the
of
same.
love.
Oh,
Tom
We're the
Hiddleston, is that
same.
you?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't know how to enchant in Avengers, right?
I've never
but
done
in,
this
But in
before.
Thor Ragnarok, he does that mind enchanting thing
yeah.
to Valkyrie.
And then
Yeah.
he's,
So maybe
and then
that's
he's using telekinesis all throughout the series.
Yeah, what
you
the
know,
fuck
he's
was that?
Oh wait,
moving
but,
shit with
but
his
no,
Oh,
that
that-
does make
The
sense
fucking
though.
building?
Yeah,
That
that
makes
I was like,
sense
what?
though because
What?
this is an earlier Loki.
Right.
This
so-
is Loki before
so this,
Ragnarok.
Yeah, so that's the thing. He might go back into that's what like he might take I don't know.
like go back into the timeline. You
right,
mean?
he might replace his own time. Like he might go back into the timeline again whenever all this is done. Like no, we have no idea how all that plays
This
No,
out.
imagine
entire
a
new
mo-
Marvel timeline
Yo,
is
can
going
you
to be
imagine like an
mind
end
fuck.
credit scene montage? You know how like we all wanted an end credit scene montage of Captain America returning all the stones? Can you imagine?
No,
an
he
end-
wanted a movie of that.
Whatever. Can you imagine an end credit scene montage of Loki like fixing all the things he's done wrong? Like, Mom, I saved you. I gotta go. And like he's like, okay, I won't stab my brother when I turn into a snake or whatever. Like,
Stabs me.
yeah.
Loki.
I forget what I was gonna
Oh my
say.
gosh, hold on. You know how like when we do when, the next time when big movies come out like Spider-Man, I know Johnny is sucky, so he might not do it, but we all got to get dressed up. And if you're not Thor, if you don't dress up as Thor because you're the biggest one of us, I'll be so upset.
Banner.
I'll dress up as
Who would
comic
I
book
be?
MJ because I have red hair.
You should be Stanley. Is that in poor taste? Is that okay?
No,
Stanley's
that's
dead, you son of a
perfect.
bitch.
We
No,
love
I want to
Stanley.
be a hero. Which hero would I be?
We're here.
Nobody.
Would Johnny be?
I'm Hawkeye, Marvel's newest superhero.
Oh, I would be Hawkeye.
Why would you be Hawkeye? Because you suck?
No, because I have really, because I have really good eyesight.
Shut up. I can't stand Jeremy Renner.
I liked him at first. I used to think he was the coolest one, and then like
No, he's-
in Civil War, I'm like, I don't
And then
like
you
him.
saw him. He's how old is he? And he's tried to start a rock band, like a real rock band, and it just sounds like Imagine Dragons, like but worse.
I don't want to shit on the guy's music.
I will.
All right.
Fuck this
He's
guy
just
in
trying to live his
particular.
best life.
No,
guys.
but I
No,
think
fuck
he's
this
kind of
guy.
like I don't think he really cares. I think he's just trying to be like, popular, but in a weird way. I don't know.
Like when Russell Crowe did country music.
Or maybe
Did he?
what?
Yeah, he has a country music album
No, he
from
doesn't.
the early 2000s.
That's
when
cool.
When he threw
No,
a
the
phone at
fuck
somebody.
he doesn't. You're
Yes, he
pulling my
does.
leg.
No, he does. You wanted me up.
You looking it up right now?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
Ooh, I liked.
we got
I liked the opening
of the last episode.
of the
or-
episode when you see all the famous quotes or hear all the famous quotes from the Marvel movies.
Oh,
and
that
I'm
was
like,
cool.
Yeah.
That the opening for the last episode was the fucking coolest shit in the entire series.
I think it's kind of cool how you found out that it's a weird I don't know how I feel about it, like trivializing like all the movies you've seen before Loki so much, like like the Infinity Stones being like
Oh,
nothing.
that's a word.
Oh my god, we only have like 8 minutes left, and you just said it. Take a shot. Take a shot, Johnny.
go.
Take
Or-
a
but-
shot.
But I like how it's like all the movies we were just seeing, like, oh, that was written by some guy somewhere, and that's it. I kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah, I do think it's cool.
It's
Like
almost
they're
like a
all
weird-
different directors,
It's like
all
a-
different
Yeah,
writers.
it's like a well, no. It's
mean?
Kang wrote all of that. He wrote all the
I
movies
don't
we
like,
saw.
I don't like thinking.
I
that.
kind of like that.
I hope that
no,
becomes
It's almost
not
like
true.
it's almost like a meta story.
That makes me like it less. I hope that's not
Well,
true.
you're wrong.
I hope I'm not though. I really hope I'm not.
Wait,
Because
what?
that would suck.
I
When the-
don't like
when the
Kang.
first episode came out and Kang was like, and they're like, we control everything. Everything's written in stone. I'm like, I don't like the series.
Yeah.
That made me upset.
Yeah.
How crazy was it that when you first saw the Infinity Stones just didn't work? I was just like,
Yeah.
what is this?
That's a
place?
risk. I
was
like it because
so-
that's a bold
I
move.
saw that coming.
Yeah.
He picked. It would have been way too easy.
True.
The series would have been done in.
You know, it would have
2
been awesome to
seconds.
see Thor in there. His
Because
hammer
that
doesn't work,
version of Loki
but he's
would've
still
been, like-
fucking ripped. You know, like if
Yeah.
Thor went there, he would have no hammer powers,
Yeah.
but he's still fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fun to watch him. Like,
But they don't.
beat people
Doesn't the
up.
TVA know
Frustrated.
every move that they're gonna make anyway too? So.
maybe like the higher ups, but the guards don't.
Yeah.
The guards
Well,
are just
only Kang-
guards.
Only Kang knows how everything's gonna play out.
Well, Mobius, because Mobius, when he first got to the TVA, he's like, I know every move.
Because he studied. He said, "I've studied you."
Yeah. Okay.
He studied
Yeah.
of almost every moment of his life.
Yeah, all like 50
they know
years
everything
or
he's ever
something
said.
done.
And he also says he knows everything he will say though too.
No, I don't think he says that.
Did you
No,
know-
he might.
I think
he might
ju-
have
I
said
think
that.
he just knows. Like, I know what you're probably gonna.
That might have been a
think, I know
bluff,
so much
though.
about you.
Yeah.
It could have been a
true.
bluff.
How did you guys feel about Kang being like this jokester personality?
Yeah.
I like
I
that-
didn't know
I think
how
they're
I
gonna well,
felt
they're gonna
about his
change that.
personality.
They're gonna change that because there's multiple of him.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
this is a
true.
Kang that's been secluded.
What are you doing?
This is
my
a Kang
phone
that's been
started recording
secluded.
What you were saying.
This is a King that's been secluded for like basically an infinite
Yeah.
amount of time, so he's probably just a little crazy. I kind of like that. But when we see him, he's gonna be a fresh, so he's probably gonna be like, I'm the Kong.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I thought that was really cool in the Kang scene when he
Yeah.
showed Loki and Sylvie all the things. He's like, I know everything you're gonna say. Here's a list of it. I'm like, that's a small list. And then I realized because 3 minutes later he doesn't know
Oh,
anything. So I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
And he
that's what a
starts to
cool.
panic.
Yeah, what a cool detail where he only had like 5 pages left of what he knew they were gonna say.
I thought it was gonna be something different. Like he tries to kill that. Like he kills one of them.
Did you-
I
'cause
thought-
you
I
noticed
thought-
that,
yeah,
right?
I thought Loki. Like I thought Sylvie was gonna like live. So I thought Loki was gonna like
Yeah.
actually die somehow or something.
So I was like, that's a small list.
Yeah.
I actually liked it because, like that, his personality was like that because it was the end of time, and he's like, it doesn't matter. He felt at peace, and he
Yeah.
was like, I get to like fuck around. Also, I feel like if I was literally all powerful, I'd probably act the same way, where it's like carefree, like whatever,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah,
Nothing matters.
And also
What
in
else
his
are you gonna
eyes,
do?
Yeah.
and also in his eyes, he spent basically all of time coming up with this system in order to avoid multiversal war. and he just wanted somebody else to do it because he's so tired. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And these two idiots come and just mess it up. And he's like, God damn it.
How many-
Part of
like,
me
I've
feels
been doing
like
this
he
forever.
knew.
How many years?
I said part of me feels like he knew that Sylvie was just gonna kill him.
He
Newest
knew she
possibility.
wanted to. How many years do you think it would take for you to get tired of doing that job? Like how many millions?
1,000?
1,000 years?
Not even 100. 1 year.
A day.
Do you know how long a year is? I don't want to do
day.
that shit every day. You're just looking at it going, yep, it's pretty good. Like,
Yep, the lens staying in the
Yep,
same
Well, that's what he
place.
made it.
Still a
No,
circle.
because that's what he made the
Yep, the line's still
TVA
there.
for. He made the TVA
Like,
for
no
that.
phrase
He
here?
can just travel the universe. He made the TVA to
well,
do all
maybe
that shit.
time passes differently.
Oh,
there.
take a shot.
What?
It's the first time I noticed you saying time.
Bro, Johnny's getting fucked up at the cap of the end cap of the episode.
What the hell?
No,
Oh,
you
wait.
gotta
You said cat. No, I'm kidding.
take your fucking shot.
Cap.
Make sure it actually goes in. We watch him do it. Cause last time when it was almost at the end of the episode, he didn't do it.
Yeah, I just didn't take a shot. I just went, boop. 'Cause I was
Sir,
fucking hammered.
I'm watching.
Scammers
Because I
out here.
was
That was the
fucking
night with the cigar.
hammered.
I
That
like,
was
"That's
that night. That was that night. What percentage is that of alcohol? Because this
I
is
think it's
40,
30. I
right?
think that's 30.
I don't know.
Should be on the front.
This is 40.
Yeah.
It ripped
Amanda
off.
looked it up.
Oh.
She said this is 30 because Amanda looked it
I
up.
think that's
But this
30.
one's 40.
Thank you, Amanda.
Guys, we're coming towards the end.
Sad, big sad. We've
We got,
talked
like-
so much about Loki this episode.
Honestly, what do you expect,
And
though,
Spider-Man.
man?
It's
This was-
it's Marvel. Like,
this
you
is the
just
shit. It's
There's so
happening.
Anything but
much.
talk
It's
about everything.
happening.
And the ending of Loki incorporates the entire cinematic universe, so it was
Yeah.
bound to be a conversation
Yeah.
about
You know
everything.
what I'm happy about, and I don't want to sound like, oh, look at us, but
Oh.
what?
No, you finish and then I'll go.
It makes me really happy that, although it's very small, we're building a platform for us to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it
yeah,
fun.
yeah, true.
It's like you just watch movies, cool, but like, well, look at us, we're having
Yeah.
fun. Like that's fucking cool.
yeah.
I think that's a really cool part about all this. It makes it exciting.
Seeing different viewpoints that you never would
That
see
too,
before,
yeah.
you know?
I saw a thing and it was like, you know that meme where it's like a really small domino and it builds up to
Yeah.
a giant one?
Yeah.
It goes, the Hulk being too heavy to take the elevator. And then it's like multiversal war. Because if he just took
Oh my
Because if
God.
he just took the elevator, Loki would have never
would've
gotten the
happened.
Tesseract.
That's so funny. Because they were asking, they were like, what's the word they, I don't know.
Nexus
what word-
event.
Yeah, they were like, what was your Nexus event? And can you imagine?
Hulk was too fat.
Oh, dude, how scary was it when that? How
I got
scary?
really scared for a second.
No
How's-
more stairs.
How scary was it when the fucking clock showed up and was like, "Hey, y'all!"
Oh yeah,
Dude.
I was actually looking at my phone when that happened.
So
So,
she,
I
yeah,
didn't get
she's
scared.
creepy. Like,
Crazy.
what is she? What is Mrs. What Miss Minute? Right? What
I guess
is what
the
is
assistant.
that?
She's like
She's like an AI.
Of course.
What'd
it
you
had to
say?
be
I set
Miss
him up like a
Minute.
fucking.
What was
It
it?
had to be Miss
Miss
Minute.
Minute.
Of course.
Oh,
No,
I didn't even know its
said-
name.
I said minutes.
I can't believe you said that.
I was
Wow.
surprised, too.
I should have known
dude,
better, honestly. I
I
don't know
set
what
you
was
guys
thinking.
up like a. Oh my god! I just
should've
played Christian like a
Fucking know
fiddle.
better. Go on this table.
Did you use all your words then?
Yeah.
It's all gone
It's
now,
all
huh?
fine. That's
Good-
the first time I've used all my words.
Congratulations. I usually use all of mine because
Wait, there should
you're
be
an
like a
idiot.
special clapping sound effect. Woo!
All
I
right,
did it.
I'll set him up. I'll set it up for the next episode.
You guys only used 2 of my words.
I'll set it up for next episode. And you said you had a good list, right? We're gonna say the words at the end of the episode, so don't say anything.
I
yet, but,
thought I did have a good list.
we got like 2 minutes left. Oh wait, shit, John, do you have a movie recommendation for this episode?
Yes, I do.
Let's go.
If
What's
you
your
give me-
movie?
If you give me 30 seconds, I'll look one up.
Oh my god! Give me 30
Just cut this
seconds.
out.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Start talking about stuff.
Start talking about stuff. Okay, look, I fucking fantastic. We'll do last final thoughts. Fucking fantastic series.
Yeah.
It makes me astronomically excited for what's to come. Mostly Spider-Man shit, and I honestly think we'll never have what we're about to witness in Marvel. We've never had before. I think this is gonna be way better than anything they've done before. I'm still gonna obviously love what they've done, but they're definitely gonna do better. I think it's gonna be way better.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
So I basically agree with you. Like I'm more than excited for what's to come with all the Marvel series. Can't wait for more Thor. Love and Thunder coming out
Yeah.
soon. I can't wait for that.
When's that come out?
In the
don't know.
spring, right?
2022.
Yeah, Thor is just my favorite of all the characters. Like I don't know why, but those movies are my
Yeah.
favorite. Can't wait for that one. But I just can't wait. I hope they do bring in another big bad. You know, like just to get another like everybody. Oh, you know, us against the world. You know, and everything like
Yeah,
that.
I
But,
understand.
you know, I just That's my final thought.
What about you,
Great,
Kayla?
great series.
I don't know. I'm kind of nervous to see where it goes because, we don't have the cornerstones that we had for over a decade. We don't have Iron Man. We don't have Captain America. We don't
Wild West over here.
We
It's
don't
scary.
have Black
True.
Widow anymore. We don't have them. And so I'm a little nervous about that.
Yeah, it's
but
like
I'm
mom and dad
also-
left.
Was that a Black
Yeah,
Widow
right?
spoiler?
I don't think so.
What?
No, because she died 4 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. That's right. I forgot.
She doesn't
Yeah.
die in Black Widow.
Yeah, that's
forgot-
like about her
forgot about that
pre-life,
part.
if I'm assuming correctly. I haven't seen it yet, but like I'm also excited to see what we do with the new heroes and if they're able to hold it to that standard
Yeah.
that's been set for the past over a decade.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that's not really to do with the plot, but that's how I feel character-wise, because the characters is what carry it, right? That's
Yeah.
what we're
Yeah.
excited to see. We're not like, oh, what's going to happen next in the plot? We're like, I want
I
to see
kind
what
of am.
so-and-so is going to do. I
But
don't know.
I'm also like, just to keep it on the Loki topic, I'm really excited to see how they involve. I hope they involve Loki a little bit more because I feel like
Yeah.
Loki, like he could actually be a really good leader. Like, because when like at the final scene when he was like trying to stop Sylvie, you could see that he was putting his ego aside. He was putting his leadership skills ahead, and he was trying to think with his head.
Marvel has finally, they officially established him as a hero. Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah?
a part of that, hero, theme.
The gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
Nice.
though he's
Yeah.
killed, massive amounts of people.
Okay,
He's committed mass attacks against.
So
the
That
He
was the
killed
old
80
Loki.
people.
give us
He's
your
the
movie.
old Loki.
Give us
Oh,
your
well,
movie
no, I want to
recommendations.
say my final thoughts about Loki.
Oh yeah, okay.
If I had to rank them all, I'd say Loki, WandaVision, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think this one had a lot more. Falcon and the Winter Soldier had a lot of dead areas in it where it was just
Yeah.
but I
the
think
color palette was stale too.
but I
It just
think
wasn't
I think
good to
this
look at.
one, with the exception of episode 3 and 5, they were a little slow sometimes, but I didn't mind it because there was a lot of good character stuff in there that I enjoyed. I think this was the most solid out of all of them, and I thought it was the most. Other than WandaVision, it's hard because it was more innovative in the actual fabric of the actual visual medium of film that it was more innovative. But I think this one was more innovative in the actual concepts of
Right.
the multiverse and the variance and time and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. And I think it's the most solid out of all of them.
It's like plot versus production.
Yeah, even though I was more emotional at the end, the finale of WandaVision, even though it devolves into the typical comic book stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff between Vision and Wanda's really good. My movie recommendation is another piece of media that involves Owen Wilson and time travel.
Oh,
Cars 2.
I wish. No, it's Midnight in Paris in 2011 Woody Allen movie.
okay.
And I watched it. And I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It's about while on a trip to Paris with his fiance's family, a nostalgic screenwriter finds himself mysteriously going back to the 1920s every day at midnight. And it's kind of one of those movies that at least one point everybody's like, oh, I wish I was born in the 70s. That was so cool back then. Or even though, because you never want to live in any other time other than the one you're living in. 'Cause-
Yeah.
But
Realistically.
France in the 1920s, it was so great.
France in the 1920s.
People like that.
What?
I don't know. It was an example. Something neat.
It's a horrible example.
What do you mean?
He's thinking about French hats. That's why.
That's the fucking premise of this movie, you idiot. What do you mean it's a horrible example?
It's a horrible
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
Oh
but
my
honestly, it's a really
gosh.
fantastic movie about people feeling
What just happened?
feeling disjointed with the times they're born in and the times that have already passed, and I think it's really fantastic and fun.
Where can you?
and also Tom Hiddleston is in it. He plays F. Scott
Oh, cool.
Fitzgerald.
Where can you find it?
Loki's in it. You can Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime.
It's impossible.
And it's called again what?
Did you say Scott F.
Midnight
Fitzgerald?
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
What's it called? We got to end the show.
Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris. It's available on Amazon Prime, and it's available on Amazon Prime for free. And then obviously, other stuff.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We had a blast. And that's about it. Anything else?
Like and subscribe, or you'll get pruned.
Or you'll get pruned. Oh, that was a good one. All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Okay, we didn't end. Hold on.
You guys, we're back.
We're back.
What are the words you didn't say? I had one word I didn't say was Easter eggs. No one said that. What are the words that people didn't say?
I thought you did
Kayla.
say Easter eggs.
I did.
No,
No one
he
else
said
did.
it. That was his
Oh,
word.
Oh.
yeah.
What words
I
did they not
said-
say?
So y'all didn't say fight You didn't say trust, and you didn't say split.
Okay,
I feel like we said trust.
maybe.
Did-
Potok,
I
what are
probably
your
missed
words?
it.
I did not say, or you guys did not say mischief.
That's a good one.
Mm,
What
that's
about
a good
you?
one.
You guys did not say.
Oh, you said all of
Wait,
them.
no. You guys didn't say. You said all of them. That's why.
Shut the fuck
there was
up.
nothing
This
that you
guy.
didn't say.
Thank you
because I
guys.
said all of them.
Bye.